Hello folks, I'm Jason Wyke of CITV and welcome to Boyertown Area High. We have a huge playoff matchup here that could have historic implications for the Colonials. So coming into this game, in Colonial women's soccer history, they have won 2 games in the playoffs. So they're looking to advance the farthest they've ever advanced, as well as winning an additional 3rd game. But in their way is a Boyertown team that is going to be tough. They won the Pac-10 last week and had the bye. They're the number 2 seed in the PIAA 1A bracket here of this playoff. They are highlighted by German exchange student Camila Coover. She's a junior here till January. I was talking to the coach before the game. She is 6 foot 3 inches. She's a force out there leading the team in goals. In addition, the team is 19-1 on the year. Very impressive squad out here that will give the Colonials a challenge. But honestly, when you go to games like this, it's not about the record. It's not about who has the goals. It's about heart and who wants it the most. The Colonials looking to try to make an upset that nobody saw coming. This one's going to be extremely exciting to call, and I can't wait. I'll call this shortly, and I'll see you back there. Take care. So me and Nick were able to make the almost 50-minute drive out here to Boyertown, but joining us today is also the JV squad here. Yeah, they're excited for this one. I'm also here with JV player Ella Conroy, so we're going to do a quick interview. Ella, how are you feeling about this game today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I know that with their dedication on the field that maybe they can pull out a win.
So tell me, how was the JV season this year? You guys feel like you had a pretty good year?
I think that we had a pretty good year. Our statistics don't show it, but our team had some very good dedication out there on the field.
What position do you play for JV?
I play left back.
Okay. So tell me this. So next year, obviously, you're going into your junior year. Do you have aspirations of being on this varsity squad and possibly playing in a game like this?
I mean, yeah, but I don't, maybe.
That's fun. And then, so did you guys all travel on one bus here? Or was there multiple buses?
Yes, we all got on one bus today.
A little bit cramped?
Not really.
All right, well, that's good. So I'm sure we'll probably get another interview with these guys at some point, ask the reaction after the game. But thank you so much for taking the time. And is there anything you want the folks at home to know?
Go Colonials!
You heard it here, folks.
Alrighty, folks, here we are as we are about 39 seconds away from kickoff here in the scenic city of Boyertown for the Colonials as they are matching up against the Boyertown Bears. This should be an absolute grudge match. I'm really expecting a close, great game here to call. I've been excited for this one. I've been waiting the past couple days. Both sides seem really excited for this game, very emphatic. You know, both coaches seem to have smiles on their face, and obviously making it to the playoffs in itself is an achievement. And now it's time to try to get on this journey towards the state tournament. So without further ado, we're about 15 seconds away. Colonial girls taking the field, and obviously the Boyertown team will be taking the field soon. And again, just a really great game here. A lot of shining stars on both sides. We have a very big crowd here today that I'll definitely highlight. This is one of the better crowds we've seen here with CITV. Obviously, I'm sure, given that this Boyertown team has been so successful, and due to the fact that you know, it's a playoff game and it's do or die time, folks. This is it's about as good as it gets. Field conditions are perfect. You know, nice little cross breeze. Sun is out there, so that might be a little bit of a problem for the goalies. Obviously, I have my sunglasses on trying to call this one because it is so bright outside. You know, and sometimes that can be a little bit problematic in the line of play. But I don't think these girls will be too affected. You know, they've been working hard, and I'm sure they've had plenty of hot August days in the preseason, getting ready for moments like this, you know, and that sun then and that humidity now, or then, which they don't have to deal with now. We hear the girls say the P-Dub chant as they are ready to go. Colonials said they want to score quick, they want to play their game, and they want to dominate. That is going to be hard, but this Boyertown team is known more for their strong offense. They do have a good defense. Their goalie has a fantastic boot. The Colonials definitely want to capitalize on trying to exploit any defensive weakness here of this Boyertown team. The Boyertown team, obviously, with a fantastic offense led by number 22, Camila Coover, a German exchange student who has just been tearing up this season so far. And she goes back to Germany. She's on the U16 German national team. She was born and raised in Germany, came here for a couple months. She goes back home in January, so she'll be someone to watch out for. And that ball is off of Flanagan. Now Cooper will have the throw-in. Cooper gets that win, and obviously the Colonials a little bit smaller than this Boyertown squad. Guess they give their kids some different food out here. There's Cooper with the throw-in, trying to get that towards Schreiber. The key matchup will be Schreiber and Cooper, as both girls have some pretty great size, and that will definitely be a matchup we will be keeping an eye on during this game. Colonials so far getting a lot of passes going, and here's Lozinski moving down the side, and that will be off the Colonials. We see a little bit of a stalemate here at the middle of this field. At the middle of this field, as both teams seem to be pretty evenly matched so far early on here. Here's Cooper with the header, and that will go out of bounds. There's Schreiber by Laney, gets it towards Lozinski. And again, lack of movement by both sides here. There's Schreiber with a nice boot that will go down towards Boyertown's territory. And their goalie, senior Madison Gallagher, will stop that one. And we'll see here, her coach was very proud about how far she's able to bomb this ball, so we'll see. And a fantastic kick there as that will pass midfield. Now Boyertown in the Colonial section for the first time in this game. As you see here on the sideline, we have both JV squad girls here cheering on their upperclassmen, and I'm sure obviously this is a great thing for both sides to watch and take notes of as they continue to grow in both respective programs. There's a kick in, and that will just sail past Boyertown. Colonial dodging a little bit of a bullet there, obviously, as this Boyertown defense is so, or I'm sorry, this Boyertown offense is so stout. Schreiber now will have duties on this one. She sends that one right about to midfield. That bounces past Kay and off of the foot of Lozinski. Ball now at midfield. And Shula now trying to chase that one down. She does get the ball, but Boyertown is able to get control of it. Boyertown now on the Colonial side of the field. Dribbling, she's in the box now. Colonial defense trying to chase that down. She will get a shot, and a goal there for Boyertown. We see a shot there. Boyertown's able to work that side. Nice little right-footed kick there by Boyertown that just rolls past Skiles. Skiles made a diving effort on that one and just underplayed it a little bit there. So early on, Boyertown is able to get the lead. If you're the Colonials, you're on the road, you're in a playoff game versus a team that on paper is technically better. But you definitely you want to clamp down a little bit. You want to breathe. And remember to just play your game, and obviously don't freak out. It's just an early on goal. You can weather this storm here if you're able to score at some point and just contain Boyertown's explosive offense and keep them from scoring. Skiles will go that one up. Skiles gets that one up to about midfield, and that goes to a Boyertown player as she's now trying to get past. There's Kay with a nice little effort on the ball. And now Flanagan will try to chase this one down and get it out. You do not want to have to be tangling here with the Boyertown team. You want to get quick passes off that they cannot swarm because they will physically outplay you given their size advantage. Colonials now just trying to play quick here. Quick. That is a big thing they want to stress here. Laney with the pass to Berman that goes down. McKenzie now trying to utilize her speed here. And that will roll out for a Colonial throw-in. Now, if you remember, Colonial has scored 5 goals in my time calling them off of throw-ins here by Lozinski. So Lozinski wants to she has such a nice touch on the ball. She always seems to get it right in the right spot. So she'll try to do something here as Colonials try to answer back from that early first goal by Boyertown. Colonials going to throw in, and that will be stopped by the goalie as Gallagher of Boyertown. Very nice try there, though, by Lozinski. She's able to get that right towards the front of that crowded net of Boyertown. And there's Gallagher with a nice little punt there to about midfield. And there's Coover. Flanagan needs to chase her down. She gets a shot. Skiles saves it, rolls in front, and she will hold on to that one. So far, they're able to take Coover there. It's a nice shot. And even better save there by Skiles. Devin, nice little punt there. It rolls towards Lozinski. That head will be off of Boyertown. Colonial now trying to look to get something off of that here, as that could be a very big play there. She throws it, tries to split the 2 defenders. And Kay just a little bit ahead of the ball there. That's Coover now. I say for the Colonials, keep pressing on Coover. Let her know that you are not scared of her, despite obviously her amazing season she's having and her just pure size. There's Laney now midfield, tangling up with that Boyertown defense. Shula trying to keep that one alive along the side. And that will. So Matthews trying to make a play on that ball. Now the ball is in midfield for Boyertown. Colonials try to chase that down, and they do. Great effort there by the Colonials to clog that up. Now Lozinski will have a chance on the ball. Lozinski moves past it. Now Berman's trying to calm it down. Berman gets a kickoff there. It goes to the middle. And I believe the Colonials will maintain possession. Lozinski's making an excellent effort there, trying to keep that ball on the Colonial offensive side of things. And that ball will go to midfield. The Colonials keep pressing. Speed, 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 all over that ball. And they're able to keep that one in play. Colonial now working along that sideline. Berman gets it up. Long bus ride here, so these girls probably a little bit tired after having to drive almost 50 minutes on the bus. We'll see if that impacts their legs too much in this one. Colonials now trying to chase them down on defense. Flying it, out tangling up there with 23 of Boyertown. She almost got a shot. She falls. That's not a foul. I believe she just got tripped up there on the field. As the Colonials not as familiar with these grass fields, they play typically on turf. And as I was highlighting earlier in this game, that might be a little bit of a factor, but so far not too much early on. Berman able to get a nice pass to Lozinski, who's moving down the sideline. She's got a 3-on-1 opportunity, just her. We'll see what she can do. And the ball will just roll out of there, Lozinski, as she had a little bit of momentum on the ball. And that will be whistled down. Lozinski showing off her speed and pure aggressiveness here early on in this game. And she's really trying to carry, led the team in goals, and trying to show off her true marksmanship here as a soccer player. That ball is cleared deep into the Colonial defensive zone. Flanagan now trying to chase this one down. She's got number 12 of Boyertown to beat. Getting a little bit physical early on here. And Boyertown now throwing in. I'm sorry, Colonials will clear this one. This is off of Boyertown. That was off of number 12. That is Kaylee Mattis of Boyertown. Schreiber now looks to clear this one deep. As she does. Again, you want to keep this ball in the Boyertown zone for as long as you can. Wear down that goalie, get as many shots on net as you can. There's Kay with a nice little pass downfield. And that will be stopped by Boyertown. Boyertown's now moving in the Colonial zone. That will be stopped. I believe that is Matthews there. A little bit hard to see with this sun, folks. I apologize. Yep, there is senior Sam Matthews trying to chase that ball down. There is a kick, and it will just roll out. I believe she's trying to get a pass across the middle there. And just a little bit too much on it. And now Cooper will throw this ball in for the Colonials. That'll be off of Boyertown again, I believe. Yes. Cooper will have another throw. And the other night in that monsoon-like game, the Colonials won 3 over Souderton. I feel like Cooper was really, Cooper and Lozinski both had a lot of throw-ins, so they're working on their arms a little bit, almost as much as they were their legs. A lot of throw-ins, slippery ball. It was going out of bounds a lot, especially given the Colonials' defensive presence and being able to shut down Souderton. Souderton was actually the state champion last year, so a pretty impressive win. Obviously, you have some seniors leaving that squad, so you know, they weren't quite as strong as they were last year, and the Colonials were able to ride off some momentum and win that one. That was last year, and this is this year. Colonials now at about midfield, and there's a costly turnover there by Lozinski. It's now the Colonials just again trying to keep these, again, Cooper right there. So quick, just such a size advantage here. And Cooper, I believe that'll be off of Coop, and this will be a Boyertown corner. For the Colonials, I cannot stress this enough. Physical, physical, physical. In their face soccer, you do not want to allow them to have an inch here, because if you give them an inch, they will have the body advantage and the size advantage, and they will play through that ball. For the Colonials, I was saying, because they're typically on the taller side on this squad, play a little bit lower. Try to get those lower rolling balls that will be harder for them to be able to take advantage of. There's a kick, and that flies down the side. Sam Matthews should be able to weather this one, and Boyertown maintains possession. She will get a shot. Soar up, and that will be out of bounds. Scary sequence there. Up, and that will go back towards the Colonials, I believe. Yes. Yep, high flying ball there off the kick of Boyertown. Early on here, I would say this is about even possession time for both teams. Both teams trying to establish their offense. Colonials definitely having a advantage in the number of passes. And obviously Boyertown had that first goal in the Colonial zone. But since then, the Colonials have been clamping down pretty good on defense, playing their game, and we'll see if they can keep that up here. On the side, there's Coover again. And that's stopped by Cooper. It's out midfield. The Colonials have a chance to do something here. Cooper's trying to chase that one down. And that will roll out of bounds for a Colonial throw-in. Coming into the game, I believe that is Fiona Gunaratne, sophomore for the Colonials. God, it's so hard to see down at that side of the field given the power of this sun. But yeah, I believe that is Gunaratne. The Colonials now trying to really utilize their wheels here and their speed and using fast players like Gunaratne who fly up and down the field so quickly. Here's Boyertown with the throw-in. Cooper able to utilize her head there. Makes a nice play on it. You know, as much as the height is on Boyertown's side, we do have a couple players that are pretty tall, including Cooper, who definitely is one of the tallest players out there on the field. And again, she's able to take advantage of that, getting some headers that are able to stop teams from, really getting deep in the Colonial zone. That will be off of Boyertown for a Colonial throw by Cooper. Cooper gets that one down there towards Lozinski. Rolling along the line. That one stayed alive. Is right there as they were doing the tightrope walk on the sideline there. And Gallagher will be able to swallow that one up. She'll look to punt this one down to about midfield. A rolling kick deep into the Colonial zone there. Almost gets it to the box. Very impressive there. Now Boyertown trying to get things going on offense. McNew passes it back to Berman. Berman gets to about midfield. Colonials looking to try to get a fast break advantage as they do. That goes off the head of Boyertown. Kay looking to get a quick throw in here to Lozinski. Lozinski trying to utilize her speed here and her footwork. Lozinski gets a pass to midfield. That'll be flagged out by Shula. Shula now trying to use her speed, get herself established in this game. And the Colonials will get the call there, as obviously Boyertown fans here voiced their disliking of that call. Colonials here, big offensive chance you have here. Again, you really want to try to generate those shots on net, try to get a goal here, get the momentum back on your side, and even this game up. Here's Kay with the kick. She gets a boot right there towards the box, and that is headed out by Boyertown. Now Cooper gets control of the ball. She passes it over to Kay. Kay, a little momentum off her foot. That'll be out on Boyertown for another Colonial throw-in, I believe. Again, like I said with Lozinski on that side, she just, she could almost be a quarterback. She's so good at just finding it and getting it in that perfect spot. It's a little bit of a wind-up she does. She runs into that throw. And again, right there as it is headed out by Boyertown. Now Cooper trying to get control of it. And that'll be out of Boyertown again for another Lozinski throw-in. Lozinski gets that one in there. Several Colonials trying to stop that one. Cooper now trying to get that ball towards the goalie. Now the Colonials try to chase that one down as Gallagher of Boyertown will be able to stop that one. Colonials, nice little sequence there. So we're able to inch closer away, getting into that box and penetrating the goal of Boyertown. Another ball deep into the Colonial zone right off of a punt, which is something typically you only see in men's soccer, but that goalie has a great foot. Men's soccer, then obviously women's professional soccer, but obviously that's not for a couple more years. Really, anyone in high school being able to clear it that much is pretty impressive. There's Schreiber, the nice little boot down there towards midfield. And Coover making a play on that. Again, utilizing her speed. Colonials need to chase her down. You do not want to allow her to get a free shot here. There's a nice pass in front. That will be saved by Skiles. Great save there by Devin Skiles. Again, you saw a deadly sequence there. Camille was moving down the sideline. She's going to pass right towards the middle there. Player was able to have some room with the Colonials. She gets a shot off. Skiles is right there to gobble that one up. Great save there by goalkeeper Devin Skiles. And the Colonials, since September 19th, have only had one game where they allowed a goal. They allowed 2 goals in their loss to Hatboro Horsham in the American Division Championship. So obviously Devin very good there in net. Now at midfield and into the Colonial zone. Flanagan now trying to get that one up there as she does. She hits that one towards Shula. Shula now moves it downfield, and that will just go out of bounds for a Boyertown throw-in. Colonials on defense not allowing an inch. As I was stressing very much in this game, they really need to focus on that. So far, they're doing an excellent job. Colonials will have the throw in here. That's downfield towards Lozinski, I believe. Shula boots that one down towards Berman. Berman now trying to flag that one down. Boyertown moving to the Colonial zone. Colonials able to get that one and just clear it, get it out. Yep, perfect play there by the Colonials. And that'll be off Boyertown. So that will slow that momentum roll there that Boyertown was picking up a little bit with that passing game that they're starting to establish. Cooper now waiting as everyone sets. Cooper with a throw in there that again is headed by Boyertown. Lozinski with a little pass there. Colonials will try to chase down midfield as Laney's able to get it. Laney now moving past midfield with some nice footwork there. She gets it towards Kay. Kay now trying to play through it as she does. Great effort there. Now Max has a little bit of a break here. We'll see what she can do. She's moving into the Boyertown zone. She gets a pass towards the center, and I believe that will be out on Boyertown. We'll see here. That's out on the Colonials according to the ref. I believe that might have been out on Boyertown, but it is no matter. Now Gallagher will punt this one down. Colonials again. Lozinski showing off her speed, being able to break away there. She almost had a one-on-one shot there. Nice little opportunity. The Colonials now might be able to get one here again. Is now Laney making a nice move on the ball. Laney getting separation. She gets down towards the goalie, and that will roll out to the back net of Boyertown. This is a nice offensive sequence here by the Colonials as they're starting to play off some of those miscues by the Boyertown defenders. And also showing off some of the real skill players here as Laney's showing off her fantastic footwork, and Lozinski is showing off just her pure speed and ability to play through that ball. There's clear by Gallagher to midfield. And Cooper's able to stop that, but it will be off of her for another Boyertown throw-in. Boyertown gets that one in, down towards Flanagan. Flanagan keeps it in play towards Schreiber. Schreiber now just trying to, again, use her sheer size, get that one away from Cooper. She does, gets it towards Laney. Laney now moving in midfield. She's able to get that one to Gunnarata, who gets it back to McNew. I'm sorry, it's Branscombe. That'll be off the Colonials again. Boyertown with a throw-in. Colonials again just trying to play the contain game here. She gets it towards McNew. McNew gets it towards, gets it towards Branscombe, who's trying to get it towards McNew. Colonials playing real tight here on defense. They're trying to allow that ball from getting in towards the front. You want to shut this one down and avoid any passes towards the center. The Colonials able to clear that one out. And a scary sequence there by Boyertown again, as they're showing off their sheer offensive firepower of that front three. There's a throw in for Boyertown. Colonials are going to just try to get this one out. Colonials tagging along here at Boyertown. Definitely a great game so far. Really almost an evenly matched game. This will be the corner for Boyertown. She gets that one right in the center spot there. The Colonials will try to flag down, and that will score off of a header. I believe that was Coover who scored there, 22. Again, she just has a size advantage. There's only so much you can do on defense trying to defend her height, and obviously she utilized it there. She's able to bang that header in an almost perfect corner that was right dead center there for the Colonials. Again, the Colonials do not want to get down themselves. You want to score quickly here and try to chip away at that lead here with Boyertown. Obviously, they're up 2-0. Skiles, a nice effort on that ball, but again, it was in a perfect spot. And such a hard shot to stop there for Skiles. Kligerman now into the game, and she was moving down the sideline there. It's been thrown here for Boyertown. And that one didn't really get inbound, so Colonials will be able to have a thrown opportunity here. There's a nice play on the ball there by Laney. Laney now trying to make a play, and that will be called there. Colonials will maintain possession. Good Colonials, you really want to do something here. Huge, huge spot here in the game. You're at about the halfway mark of this first half. You really want to try to just get any sort of break you can here, get some sort of points, try to chip away at Boyertown's lead. That's a perfect kick right in the center there by Kay. And again, that Cooper able to keep her head in it. And Close try to keep that alive along the side. And Kay just a little too far down there. And that will go off the Colonials for a Boyertown throw. And some subs now come in for Boyertown. And that'll be out of bounds again. Deja vu there, as it was almost the exact same sequence as the last throw-in. And Lozinski trying to keep that one alive, so that'll just be off her foot for a Boyertown throw-in. See the matchup there with Coover and Schreibers are both starting to get pretty physical in this matchup. Coover now working along the side. Now the ball's moving to about midfield. Colonials trying to chase this one down. That's McNew putting her heart and soul into that one, trying to chase down this pass across the front, and an excellent play made there by Gunaratne to get that ball out of there. There will be another shot on net that is blocked down by the Colonial defense. Gunaratne, fantastic defensive play there that I would say almost prevented a guaranteed goal there, as that was a deadly, deadly sequence there. Several players getting separation there by Boyertown. Gunaratne able to clear that ball, get it away there. There's Skiles down to about midfield. Flanagan now trying to chase this one down. Skiles will maintain it. Nice clear there by the Colonials. Close midfield, trying to get something here, as they do. Lozinski trying to get some separation, and that will stay in play for Colonials, and that will be off of, I had a little trouble seeing down there. I believe that was McNew. McNew with the kick, that will be off of Boyertown. Now McNew with the throw-in. And I believe that's Emily Caffrey who's just subbed into the game. See if Colonials utilize her physicality here. So again, she's a real hard-nosed soccer player, very physical. Then for a play at midfield, she's able to get that ball into the offensive zone. Now Laney trying to stop that. Klingerman gets cleared outfield. Avoiding any sort of play there for Boyertown. And Lozinski's right there. Scalger throws that one. Boyertown working that side again. Then they're so fast. Wow, I cannot remember the last time I've seen a team this fast that the Colonials played. This goes really work on their footwork. That will be saved by Devin. Great save by Devin as the slide tackle is made there to try to break that shot up. And Devin able to make a really key save there at the 17-minute mark here of this first half. Again, really, Colonials doing damage control. You really want to just prevent any sort of further scoring here by Boyertown at this point of the half. Here's the corner for Boyertown. Goes right to the front. And Boyertown putting a little too much on it. Colonials trying to clear it out. And I believe that will be a Boyertown throw-in. Colonials again playing a conservative there, and they will be able to get another break there on defense. For the Colonials, player game. I've seen several of these and work that side. That's what they do best. They work the side. Lozinski typically uses their speed. They're able to get a nice pass out there in the center. They're able to just bang them in. See a play like that, get a quick goal, split the lead in half. Cooper making a very nice play there on defense. And somehow Boyertown's able to keep that alive on that side. Boyertown right on the line there. Cooper trying to keep that player there. Obviously, whoa! We see a little bit of jersey pulling there. They're tangling up a little bit. Getting a little chippy down there, folks. Obviously, tension's rising high. Cleo's seeming a little frustrated here, but again, stay out of their own heads, play their game. Skiles sets the ball there for Ava. Nice little move there. Schreiber, nice clear towards midfield, towards Klingerman. Cooper gets that one towards midfield, and again, flagged down quickly. Now Lozinski playing back, now trying to work it, as she has Klingerman going down the sideline there. That could be something for the Colonials, and just a little too much there for Klingerman to chase down. There's a throw for Boyertown. Laney's able to get her head on it. Cooper now trying to get it. And Schreiber throwing her body in front of that ball. Really selfless play made there by Schreiber. She's trying to keep Colonial possession there. And we'll have a throw-in for Boyertown. There's a throw for Boyertown. That is quickly stopped by Laney. So now that sails to the opposite side of the field. Colonial defense really trying to body through that ball. And that will be off of McNeil, I believe. Great play there. She's able to just smother the player. That's number 18 on Boyertown. That is Carly Sheehan. Now we will have another corner for Boyertown. Kicking for Boyertown right now. That is number 29, Madison Monka. Monka with a couple of really nice quarters early on. She gets that one right there towards Skiles as it's rolling in front, and that will score. Again, Skiles was playing opposite side, diving towards the other side. Boyertown player had a lot of separation there. Ball was able to bounce right to her foot, and she was in a perfect spot there. Just kind of tap that one in. Coming into the game, we have Berman and Matthews now, and it's now a 3-0 lead for Boyertown. For Colonials, you still have hope. Just you need to get some sort of points here before the end of the half. Try to really get your offense going and generate some scoring here. Definitely not an ideal start for the Colonials, but stranger things have happened, obviously, and this is sports, and crazier things have happened. That ball will roll out off of Boyertown's foot there. Not sure why she kicked that out. So now the Colonials will have a opportunity here to try to do something here along that side. Laney will have the throw-in. I don't understand. I believe maybe Boyertown was trying to kick it back, and they're trying to kick the ball away from the Colonial player, but that gave the Colonials a great opportunity here. So Cooper's trying to get that ball towards the net. That ball is rolling, and that will be whistled down. I believe that was an offsides by the Colonials. So they're trying to get a little bit of breakage here. Now we'll see Gallagher with another monster kick there. Oh no, she does a nice little pass to her teammate there. I was expecting one of those boots that goes deep to the Colonial zone off of her foot. Then we had Gunaratna trying to make a play on it, and I believe that will be out. Well, Boyertown for a Colonial throw-in. Colonials working that ball. There's Gunaratna. Excellent effort there. Shula keeps that one alive. She gets it closer to play for the Colonials. We're going that side. Shula again. Now we have Schreiber. See if Schreiber can utilize her physicality here. She makes a nice move on the ball. She tries to pass it towards Shula. Now that ball is going back into the Colonial defensive side. Schreiber trying to chase down Camilla. Now she's working towards that front. She gets a shot that rolls. Devin trying to save it, and she does. Man, scary stuff, folks. Again, Coover, utilizing her speed and her size, works right down there, gets a pass in front, right at center. That was kicked by number 23 of Boyertown, who already has a goal in this one. That is Samantha Goffis. And again, a really nice shot there, and an even better save by Skiles is now. Cooper along that sideline will throw it in. She gets it towards Caffrey, who makes a nice little pass towards Matthews. Rolling along that side there, and Boyertown will let it go out. There's a throw in for Boyertown. Yeah, that one's whistled down. Colonials will have a key throw in here along the sides. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this first half. Again, just having trouble generating stuff. Obviously on the offensive side of things, size is a big advantage, but also on the defensive side of things too, as they're just playing bully ball now with the Colonials as they're trying to make an offensive play. McNew trying to chase her down. It's Devin Skiles with the save, but then it rolls in front. Now Boyertown, oh my God, the Colonial defense is not allowing this ball to move, and they're able to clear that out of bounds. Not one, not two, 3 shots on net there they're able to be stopped. 1 by Devin and 2 by Colonial defensive players. Absolutely selfless play there. They're just throwing themselves in front of the ball, trying to prevent that 4th goal by Boyertown. And it's so great to see them making such an excellent effort here, given that this isn't quite the start that they wanted. Fantastic defensive sequence there by the Colonials. Colonials is trying to get that ball out. There's Berman along the side. And now Cooper makes a play that goes towards Matthews in midfield. Roll that got gobbled up by the wind a little bit there. So Colonials are trying to work it down towards Boyertown's side of the ball. Whoa. My sheets flew away from me here. Speaking of that wind, as it is starting to pick up a little bit here. Now Cooper working down towards the Colonial goal. She gets a clear towards the front. Devin is able to save it again. Fantastic save by Devin. That hits the post. And the Colonials are trying to clear it out now as it's rolling in front. Cooper will have a shot. She shoots, and then it's stopped by a Colonial defender. And then another shot that is blocked by a Colonial defender. Cooper with another shot. Just a barrage of shots as White is trying to get it out of there. And the Colonials now moving it down towards midfield. That is Matthews. Matthews then tripped up a little bit there by the grass. She gets a pass towards Berman. Berman now trying to work it down towards the Colonial offensive players. Man, folks, scary, scary stuff there. As that is 6 shots on net now that Boyertown was able to get in a 2-minute span there. And the Colonials not allowing a goal there. Fantastic defensive effort. Boyertown really showing off their offensive might. There's Cooper with the throw towards Laney. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Schreiber. There's a kick towards Gallagher that will be easily saved by her. So Colonials able to get another shot on net. I think scoring for the Colonials, big thing you're going to have to do is get really nice shots. You're going to have to get some farther shots this one. As anytime they're even near the box, the defenders of Boyertown immediately swarm. Now McNew making a great effort on the ball. She's moving at midfield. McNew trying to keep it as she's in a one-on-one battle with Coover. It seems like Bell's almost half her size there. Again, no matter for her, she is not intimidated at all. Now we'll have a throw-in for Boyertown. Cooper will easily be able to stop that one. She gets towards Lazinski. And it just rolls in front of her. Now Lazinski trying to get control of it. She gets a nice pass over to Kay. Kay now looking to do something. She gets a pass towards Berman. Berman moving down the sideline. Berman looking to try to set up a passing play here and get it towards that box. She's been so loose for the Colonials. Keeps her alive. Gets a shot in front. And then another shot for the Colonials. That will score! And the Colonials answer back with a beautiful goal there as they were playing the ball, rolling along the sideline. It goes in front. They're easily able to bang that one in. I believe that was senior Sam Matthews with the goal. Fantastic effort there by the Colonials. This is now 3-1. Folks, we got ourselves a ball game with 8 minutes left here in this first half. Fantastic offensive sequence by the Colonials there. Again, using that speed. That is going to be so crucial in this game. And again, just playing a game like this, they could start to get even closer. Defensive containment, obviously, is something they're really going to stress here at halftime, as they need to find an answer to being able to clog up this very efficient passing game and shooting game of Boyertown. Flanagan heads that, keeps it in play. Scholars is trying to get it out, and that will go downfield. Boyertown has it with a soft pass down there towards midfield. Number 2, Boyertown now controlling that one. She's being chased down by several Colonial defenders. Laney using her head there. Okay. Gets it towards Berman, and that will be off of Berman's foot. This will be a big throw in here for Boyertown as they're trying to press the issue again and increase their lead against the Colonials. Cooper with a nice kick, rolling in deadly territory towards Cooper, and that will be played off by Caffrey, but then is able to be contained by Boyertown. Now the ball is moving downfield. Lazinski all over that ball. She's really showing off her speed and just effort. She is putting her heart into this performance. She does not want to go out quietly. Flanagan and Cooper both trying to just keep that ball away from Boyertown. This will be number 13 throwing it in for Boyertown. Boyertown with the throw in that Laney's trying to play. Berman gets it towards midfield. She's able to keep it in play. That's a header by Lazinski, and Kay just missed it. Now Laney, Kay just kind of stands there and allows Laney to make the play on it. Now Shula's downfield. On that goal, I might have been wrong. Someone's giving me a little bit of trouble. It might have been Shula or Matthews. I will have to check at the half. Colonials, again, trying to get another shot on net. If you get a goal here, that is huge, only being down 1 going into the half. And now Cooper's moving down on the Colonial defensive side of things, and that will be stopped by McNew, I believe. You'll see who that is off. There's a close one there along the side. Whew. Folks, trying to catch my breath here. This is an action-packed game. Playoff soccer, baby, as good as it gets. Now Shriver looks to put it into the Colonial offensive side of things. Stop there at midfield. Now Lozinski trying to chase that one down. Cooper trying to just keep that ball away from Devin, and she does. That will be off the Colonials. And we will have a Boyertown corner. Oh, I'm sorry, Boyertown throw-in. Colonials defense needs to answer as their bell's being rung right now. Again, getting a little chippy down there. Now Max making a great effort on that ball. She is flying. Ball at midfield now as Laney is trying to chase that one down. Let's get that down to the side. Lozinski now possibly being able to do something here. She's trying to make a play on the ball. Tripped up a little bit there, and the defense for Boyertown is able to answer. That is out towards Matthews. Matthews has the possibility. She gets a shot, and a save by Gallagher. Great shot there by Matthews, and she was at least 15 yards out from that goal. Gallagher definitely earned her money today from the Colonials. Obviously, Skiles definitely as well. She's faced, I believe, 7 shots already, or maybe even 9. I got to count a little bit in my head as there's just been so many sequences here by this flashy Boyertown offense. I was talking to Coach DeLucia before the game. He said he'd take that Colonial back 4 over anybody in the state, and obviously such a great defensive unit that is, besides that one game versus Hatford, able to keep a shutout for every game since September 19th. That ball's rolling in the Colonial territory, and they're trying to head that one out. Cooper stumbles, and that will be cleared out by Kay. Number 2 of Boyertown throws it in. Cooper able to make a play out there. She heads it, and that will go back to 2. Shula now trying to just get that ball downfield for the Colonials. So we're now at the 4-minute mark here of the first half. Colonials working in midfield there. Matthews just playing through that ball. So aggressive. That will be still in play along the side. Colonials keep it alive. Here's Shula in midfield. She gets it back towards Flanagan. Flanagan with the deep pass down there. Midfield. Both teams just kind of launching it back and forth in that sequence there. And Boyertown will have a throw-in. There's a throw-in for Boyertown as that is easily headed out by McNew. Now Matthews tries to get it towards midfield towards Kay. Kay trying to slow that one down as it's rolling towards the side. That will be kept alive by Boyertown. Boyertown right there at midfield, and that is stopped by Berman. Berman with a nice pass downfield. That will roll towards Gallagher, and I believe she'll be able to stop that one as she does. There's a boot by Gallagher. Right past midfield. Shriver now trying to play this one. She does. She gets to Flanagan. Flanagan passes it down. That will give Max an opportunity here. She gets a pass over to Shula. Shula now trying to work that side. Colonials really just trying to contain that middle area there, not allow anything to get into their defensive zone. Another opportunity here for Boyertown. We're almost at the 2-minute mark for the Colonial defense. Cannot stress enough, just clearing that ball at all costs and getting it out of their zone. That will go downfield and soar above Skiles. We now have less than 2 minutes here in this half for the Colonials. Getting a goal here right at the end of the half. Huge momentum builder. That'd be 2 unanswered. Stuff you can really build off going into the half. Trying to coach that comeback for Coach Zirin. That will be off of Cooper. She's trying to get a pass towards Berman. Hey, Cooper. I mean, just showing off her vertical ability as she jumps up and heads that one Colonials are trying to just get that ball out. There's Laney. It's a great effort play there as the Boyertown player stumbled up a little bit. Schreiber and Coover tangling up a little bit there. Obviously both playing very physically. And Max out the opportunity on the ball. And that'll be cleared by Boyertown, but it'll be kept by the Colonials. So they get it down towards Max again. Max out the possibility. She's trying to get a pass back there towards Laney. Royal on the side. Max out the key throwing opportunity here. She's trying to work on the momentum of the Colonials as they're working downfield. Boyertown, that'll be out on Boyertown for a key Colonial throw in here by Max as we have less than 50 seconds left here in the half. Max gets a throw out front. That'll be stopped. Colonials trying to maintain possession of it here. She's rolling around the ground. Berman now keeping possession of it. That will be cleared by Boyertown as we are now at 37 seconds. Flag with the throw, and Colonials just need to use their speed here as Lisinski trying to do something with it here. Have the Colonials need to get back on defense. Almost 20 seconds here. Colonials just need to clear that ball and kill clock. And a case save by Skiles that rolls in front and will score for Boyertown. So hard to stop. Skiles with an amazing save. Tries to get up after it and just off the rebound smacked in there. I believe again that was 23 at Boyertown. We are now at 16 seconds here before the expiration of this half. As it is 4-1 Boyertown. And the Colonials now back in that 3-goal rut. But again, they have a whole other half of soccer to play. Berman now working along that side. We now have 5 seconds, and that should just about do it for this half. There's a header by Laney as it's along the side. And that will do it. So, folks, we have a scoreboard that says 4-1. But on this field, I can tell you, it feels like it's 1-1. I mean, the Colonials' defense making fantastic effort. Their offense really just putting their heart into it as they're flying up and down this field, getting some passes down the front that have created some opportunities. And again, just Boyertown really showing off their offensive superiority. And so we're now about to cut to halftime. A fantastic effort by both teams. Both teams look fantastic, obviously, on the scoreboard. Colonials got a little bit of work to do in the second half, but I'm excited to see what they can do and see if they can answer back in a historic manner. All right, folks, we'll cut to commercial, and we'll be back from halftime after this. So we're at halftime. I'm here with senior manager Sophia Mahmood. So Sophia, this is your first year being a manager, right?
It is indeed.
So tell me, what does being a manager for this team entail?
So I go to games and I film them. In fact, my tripod is set up right next to yours. I film all the games. I've been to a couple practices, but other than that, occasionally I'll go and scout a game to spy on another team so that we have footage on them. But it's mostly just filming the games and on occasion running the lines.
So tell me, what made you want to be a manager for this team?
Well, I probably would have, it would have never even crossed my path unless Mr. Zirin had asked me at the end of last year.
Okay.
So we were in health class, and Mr. Zirin was kind of going around, like, seeing if anybody wanted to manage. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So here I am.
That's awesome. So tell me, what's one of the best experiences you've had so far being a manager?
On senior night, I joked that my favorite memory was driving 55 minutes to New Hope to film a game. But, like, I got to be honest, the girls on the team are so inclusive and welcoming, and the coaches are so great. Really, it's just this entire experience has been so wonderful for me.
That's really awesome. So tell me, we've both seen this half. Colonials struggling a little bit. What do you think they can work on here in the second half to try to get back in this one?
I got to be honest, Jason, I don't know that much about soccer. You'd think that after being here for all these months, I would know a thing or two and be able to give them some advice. But you know what? I don't have any specific advice. However, I know that it is possible for us to come back and at least tie up the game. I've seen them play before. I know that it's possible. So I just fingers crossed for those girls.
There we go, folks. Nothing but positivity. We will be back shortly. Thank you, Sophia, so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, folks, welcome back. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties there as we are 40 seconds in to this half. A little bit of a stalemate here early on. And, Colonial squad, they seem a little bit energized coming out of the break. Able to catch their breath, get some water, talk to the coaches, go over some strategy. We'll see if they can adjust here as the ball is in their zone. There's a dangerous ball rolling towards the center there, and that will go off of Boyertown. So Colonial avoiding a early strike there by Boyertown. I can't stress this enough. It might say 4-1 on that board, but it really feels like it's a tied game. This Colonial team really putting their heart out on the field. Goalkeeper Devin Skiles, I mean, I've almost lost count of how many saves she's made. And there's some shots that she had to face that I don't even think pros would be able to stop. I mean, just this Boyertown squad really something special. And the Colonials having a lot of work that they have to do, but again, they are really playing their hearts into this match. As obviously, you know, Boyertown's ranked 10th in the state right now. I believe this Colonial squad is like 63rd or something like that. So again, you know, just playing with their hearts out there, and you can't ask for anything more. And you have to remember at the end of the day, as tied up as we get into these games, as fired up as everybody gets, it's all about the love of the sport and having a good time and enjoying yourself. Here we have the throw for Boyertown. Just goes past Cooper. Now Gunaratna working along that side there. I'm sorry, that is 34. That is Ianello, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's Ianello, 34. And that throwing, unable to do anything there for the Colonials. Yes, 34, that is freshman Lauren Ianello. Here's Gallagher again with another kick. She's having herself a busy day. These kicks she's getting right past midfield. Here's Cuver making a play on it here. She's working that mid part of the field. There's a nice kick towards the front. The defense is trying to clear that ball. Both teams trying to work through it, and that's a nice stop there by Flanagan to avoid a goal. That'll be off for the Colonials. I'm sorry, I'll be off of Boyertown for Colonial throwing. They're at midfield. Colonials have an opportunity. So there's Kay working there at midfield. Now we have an opportunity by Boyertown. Now Schreiber playing through that ball. Colonials really trying to get an early goal here. Get anything to get momentum on their side. Max working down that side. That'll be cleared. Rolling. And that will be out on Colonials. I thought it might have been off of Boyertown, but yeah, that will be out on the Colonials. Got very close there along that side. That goes past a couple players. 23 now working into that box. Such an explosive player. I believe she already has 2 goals already. Goes towards the center. Colonial defense just swarming there. So able to get that one out. There's McKenzie trying to just get that ball out of their zone. I'm sorry, that's not McKenzie. That was Laney. Ball now back. Boyertown soon as they're settling it down, trying to form up something here. Colonials want to just chase this one down, and Skiles is able to easily stop that one. Skiles, the nice boot there to midfield. And now Coover, with a little bit of separation, gets a shot that she blasts, and that will go to the back part of that netting there. Boyertown put just a little too much on it. I mean, it's one thing she's on a national team with 6'3". Man, that is tall. Making me feel a little bit short. It's a nice clear there by Shriver to about midfield. And Coover using her height advantage there. She gets a header. Ref talking to her a little bit. She seems to not be thrilled with that call. And Boyertown will have a kick here. Colonials thought they had it as well as Boyertown, so now they will both get into position. It's a kick towards the center. Colonials defense able to head that out of there. Now Cooper making another play along that side. There's a nice pass as they're getting into the box. Colonial defense trying to stop it. Oh, just rolls wide of the goal. Nice shot there by Boyertown. And goalkeeper Devin Skulls making a diving save there, and the ball rolls just wide of the net. Thinking their Stars and Stripes, that one did score. And there's Ianello. I'll be off her foot. That ball will go out of bounds. Here's the throw-in for the Colonials, and that will be off Cooper's head as she gets towards her teammate who's working in that box. And Kay will clear that one downfield towards Lazinski, but that will be cleared by Boyertown. Now working towards midfield again towards Lazinski. She might be able to get some separation here. Trying to work along that side and get a pass over to senior Sam Matthews. Here's McNew along that side now. She gets a nice ball down towards Matthews. Matthews really just putting her heart and her feet there, trying to keep that ball in possession for the Colonials. That ball might have went out of bounds. We'll see who it was out on. That will be out on the Colonials for a Boyertown throw-in as we are now 8 minutes into the second half. Early on, the Colonials having a little bit of trouble there, working down towards the offensive side of things, but see what they can do is now Schreiber boots one down towards Lazinski. Lazinski trying to chase that ball down, and she might be able to have a one-on-one. I thought she was tripped up a little bit. We'll see if they get a call, but that definitely will be a Colonial. Colonials will definitely be able to keep possession of that one, as I believe they will have a corner. Colonials here, you have a key opportunity here. Take your time on this play. Get a nice touch on the ball right towards the center that could give them an opportunity to score. Here's Shul. I saw her practicing pregame. She gets a beautiful ball up there that almost had a header possibility. Colonials trying to keep it in their zone. Both players tumbled up there. And that call will go against Flanagan there. Very nice corner there by Shula. She put that right in a great spot for, I believe that was probably Matthews who could have had the best possibility of heading that one. Really nice effort there by the Colonials. Schreiber slows that one down. Cooper now trying to keep it alive. She does with her head. Cooper working it towards the middle. And now Boyertown has it. Boyertown trying to keep possession as they do. Working along that side with 23. She keeps that in play. And then touches the Colonial. Flanagan clears it and keeps it in play towards Lazinski. Lazinski trying to chase that one down. She does. Look at her just running, folks. And then we have a jersey pull there. Lazinski looking for the call here, as that is not the first time that we've seen that. Both players voicing their side of things, and this game is getting chippy, folks. Obviously, again, like I was saying, tension's running high, a lot of pressure. Both teams really want to get this win. Obviously, no lack of competitive spirit out here. That's headed by Kay. She gets it towards Lazinski. Lazinski now moving at midfield. She gets a pass down towards Matthews. Matthews trying to fly and chase that one down as it goes to the keeper for Boyertown. Matthews now playing shallow down there. And the keeper, Gallagher, able to throw that one down the sideline. See if the Boyertown player will be able to slow that one down as it's right along that sideline. Cooper now at midfield. Trying to keep that ball from going past there. Now Cooper with another opportunity. Colonials defense with Kay there. Trying to just get that ball out as they do as they clear it down. And then we'll go back down towards Gallagher again for another easy scoop. That one's cleared up into the sky. And now Cooper at midfield. Colonials defenders just trying to chase her down, and they do. That ball is rolling down the sideline. And that'll be kicked off of the Colonials, I believe, for the Boyertown throw-in. There's a throw for Boyertown. Now they will have a nice shot opportunity here as this one clears and it goes wide again. I think the wind working against them for sure. And that will be out on Boyertown. Colonial evading, letting up another goal in this half. Colonials definitely want to try to get more control of this ball and keep the ball in their offensive side of things, as it has been in their half of the field for almost this entire part of the second half. Now they're trying to chase this one down. They did have some very nice opportunities, but the majority of the time it has been down in their zone. Is now Kay's trying to keep it alive in midfield. Rolls right past Kay. Schreiber clears that one down towards the side for Lozinski. She might be able to do something here. She gets a nice little touch on it for Kay. Now Kay passes it towards her. She's trying to keep that one alive. Ball flies up as it's moving towards that side. I believe that will be off of Boyertown. And now Lozinski trying to get some of that magic she's had in these past couple performances that we've covered along that side. Again, really could use a goal here for the Colonials. Definitely would help a lot. Obviously, as we're a little bit over halfway mark here in this second half. There's McNew midfield, keeping it down towards the Colonial side of things. Now Colonials trying to chase it down again, and Flanagan clears it downfield. And the goaltender for Boyertown will scoop that one. She'll probably do a nice little pass here to one of her defenders, as she does. Colonials are trying to press the issue and keep it down on that side of the field. Lozinski right there. At midfield now, Shula trying to get that ball. It goes off of Ianello, freshman again. Lozinski, I believe, that is off of Boyertown. Got a very close call along the side there. So that goes down towards Gudarana. Gudarana trying to chase that one down. Another high-flying ball that will go out of bounds. Colonials will have a throw in here. For Lozinski, I say look for her to set it up with Shula. Cooper uses her head there, keeps that one in the box. Ball rolling on that side. Now Shula's trying to work it. Max, a nice pass down there. And that'll be out on Boyertown again. We have a corner here for the Colonials. I'm sorry, not a corner, but a throw-in. Again, Lozinski's so good at being able to get that ball right in the middle. I'd say look for her to get it towards Cooper here and utilize her height there, as she does towards Ianello. Cooper out the shot opportunity, and she shoots. Oh, and a great save by the defender of Boyertown. And that ball will roll out. We'll see who that's off of. Right along that side, I believe that will be out on Boyertown, and it is. Colonial now down at this side of this field for a little bit over a minute and a half now. Trying to get that second goal and split this lead in half. And a great play there towards Shriver, I believe. And that ball will roll out. Colonials will try to chase this one down and keep it in that zone. That is McNew all over that ball. Ball cleared down there towards Lozinski. Lozinski has nobody on her. She's just trying to keep that ball. And Boyertown will get that, and finally they will be able to stop what has just been an absolute assault here by the Colonials offense, as they're desperate trying to get that second goal. We'd hear a lot of the players on the sidelines just stressing how they need to just get that goal, get such big momentum builder, getting that second goal, splitting the lead in half. Like you're still tagging along with them. Obviously, the Colonials so far haven't given up a goal this half. Defense has seemed to clamp down a little bit more. Offense is getting a couple more opportunities as well. And here's Gudarana now working the ball at midfield. We now have, I believe that is Laney working with the ball. Now McNew, she's trying to clear towards Laney, and that'll be out of bounds of the Colonials. We now have a throw in here for Boyertown. There's the throw in for Boyertown. Whoop. And rough and tumble there as it's along the side. Will be off for the Colonials. So it looks like she's trying to whack the ball. She might have caught up that player's shin a little bit. I think her protector probably was there to be able to stop that one from doing too much damage here. She's still in play. She doesn't seem to be affected in any way, the Boyertown player that is. There's a clear towards Skiles, but that will go out of bounds. And we'll have Flanagan throwing it in for the Colonials. She makes a nice play towards Lasinski there along the side. Flying again, throwing it in. Trying to get it past midfield. There's Max trying to chase that one down. And Shriver able to immediately make contact with that ball. She saw it, scooped it out, made a perfect play on it. Now the Colonials moving downfield. Gunnarata trying to chase it, and that will be scooped up by Boyertown. Ooh, very close play here by both teams. Ball's there in the Colonial zone. That will be off of the Colonials for another Boyertown throw-in. There's a throw by Boyertown. Low rolling ball there that is kept alive. Well, that's Coover. She gets a pass out front. Rebounds off a Colonial player. She's just trying to desperately clear it out. Now Lasinski's trying to chase it down. I believe that will be off of Colonial for another Boyertown throw-in. That was Shula right there. Chasing that ball down, making a brilliant defensive effort. That one goes right towards the middle, and that is headed by Kay as it's rolling out in front. Colonials is trying to desperately get that ball out of there. There's Coover again on that ball. Ball rolls downfield. Mackenzie. I mean, I just don't understand how she can keep running like this, folks. She should get her signed up for cross country. I mean, she is just really showing off her cardio strength here. It's all game. She's just been putting her heart into every single run. Kept alive along the side there by Berman. And now Boyertown moving downfield. We'll see who that's off of. That will be off of the Colonials. That's thrown in. Colonials kick that ball. Trying to just clear it. And they do along the side. But that will be maintained by Boyertown. Colonials midfielders really just trying to press the issue, put a lot of pressure on those passes at midfield and allow from even getting into the Colonial side of things. Kept alive by Shula. Great effort there and great concentration. It's rolling along that tightrope along the side. Now we kicked up by Anello towards Mackenzie, and now she gets a nice pass to Cooper. Cooper now trying to look downfield, and she does. She's got a wide open Gunnarata who could be able to get a shot here. And it just rolls past the goalie. We'll see who touched that last. And that will be off of Gunnarata. Again, fantastic effort there. As that ball is down at midfield. And that is not an easy ball to chase down. She does. And the goalkeeper able to just get a little bit on it and avoid Gunnarata from being able to get a real shot opportunity.
More than 37% of teens reported vaping nicotine, as well as heavy metals such as nickel, tin, and lead. Teens also reported vaping chemicals, which are linked to a serious lung disease and cancer. Don't vape.
All right, folks, and we're back. Got another brief technical difficulty. That's what you get when you got two guys out here just trying to man the station, but it is no matter. That's a kick towards the front. Skiles will be able to save that. Another great save by Skiles here. She's keeping the clean sheet of the second half so far. Colonials desperately trying to get the first goal of this half. And that'll be whistled down. There's a kick by Boyertown. She slices through that Colonial side, and I believe they will be able to chase that one down with ease. Gets it down that sideline. Wow, Cooper flying down there at midfield. Colonials kick it down. Boyertown trying to chase it, and that will be off the Colonials. We have a sub coming in for Boyertown as well as Plymouth Whitemarsh. I believe that is Matthews on that sideline. There's the throw for the for the Bears, and that's booted down by Ani towards Lasinski. There's a great play made there by Ani, and she's flying downfield. Look at like a woman on fire here. She's really starting to slice that defense. She gets pushed a little bit there by the Boyertown defender. Colonials trying to keep it alive as they do. Schreiber with a nice clear down there towards Gunaratna. And that'll be saved by Gallagher. Another save by Gallagher, really having herself a day. As Colonials not making her job easy. So we're at the 18-minute mark of the second half. Colonials defense. Guys try to keep this ball away. Yeah, he's getting real physical down there. There's some bumping a little bit. Couple of shoulders I've seen here so far. Refs kind of letting both teams play and do their thing. There's Boyertown with the throw-in, and that's headed up by Schreiber. We'll see what that's off of. That is off of Boyertown. And I believe as Matthews subbing out Berman. Here's a throw by Flanagan towards Osinski. Booted deep into the Colonial defensive zone. And Skiles, wow! She's a player with her foot flying right in her face. She's still able to stop that one. Excellent concentration there by Skiles. She makes another crucial save here. Keep the Colonials alive in this one for sure. Well, you love the side here. Colonials really need to get a goal. I mean, this second half has just been an absolute boxing match between both teams. Both teams really just utilizing their heavy hitters and making a lot of really great plays on both sides of the ball. I mean, just nothing but full exertion by these players, really putting so much effort out there. Obviously, you know, with the playoffs, do or die time, and you know, both teams seem to feel that pressure for sure and live up to the momentum. And there's McKenzie with the pass towards, that was McNew. There's Ani, and that will be blocked by a Boyertown defender, but kept alive by McKenzie. And that's I know the pass downfield for the Colonials. They're trying to chase that one down. And that'll be off the Colonials for another Boyertown throw-in. Well, it's thrown in by Boyertown. And off the Colonials again. There's the throw-in. And that'll be off of Boyertown. Don't want to say it, but I will. Colonials desperately need something here on offense. With 15 minutes left, really expect them to make one of their better plays of the half here. There's Schreiber. Pass is thwarted off by the Boyertown defender. Ani now getting a little physical with the defender there, number 29. Now the ball's rolling midfield. There's Coover. Schreiber trying to chase her down. Schreiber flying, trying to chase down Coover against Sotelo. She gets a shot off, and it's stopped by Devin. Great deflection there. She's able to keep that one away. Gets so scary every time Coover hits that ball. You get a couple butterflies in your stomach there. Skiles able to stop that one. We have a corner here for Boyertown. She sends that one in. That rolls way wide there. Very hard play to try to control, and that'll be off from Boyertown for a Colonial clear here. See what we can do here. Zooms that one up, and a player misplays it. Now Lozinski trying to get, make a play off that opportunity there, and that's off of Boyertown. McKenzie now has a throw-in opportunity towards Gunaratna. Gunaratna flying downfield. That'll hit the chest of the defender. And again, two Colonial players right there immediately. You have Matthews and Gunaratna. Colonials will get the benefit of the doubt on that one as they will now have a key throw in here. Crucial moment in this game here for the Colonials. If you're going to score, you need to do it quick. They get right back, get ready to set up and try to do it again. There's a throw towards Schreiber. The Colonials have his chance, and that is kicked out by, I believe that might have been off the foot of a Colonial player there. I thought it might have been off of a Boyertown player. The Colonials will move back on defense here at the 13.5-minute mark of this second half. There's another boot by Gallagher. That hits the head of McNew. You can hear that one a little bit. But both players didn't flinch. There's Cooper with the play downfield. Warded off again by Boyertown. Cooper, the jump ball up there towards Lozinski. She keeps it alive along the side. Her and McNew trying to communicate a little bit there. So I believe they weren't really too sure who was playing that one. That will roll out of bounds off of Boyertown. I believe Caffrey now is coming back into the game. I know. And Gunaratna both will catch their breath for a second here. Caffrey and I believe Branscombe are back in the game. I can't tell again. It's so far along that sideline. It is so bright out here, folks. My apologies. There's a header along that sideline. And the Boyertown Bears. That will be saved by Devin again. Rolling ball there, trying to chase it down, and Devin's able to get that one before it does anything really too impactful. Devin now to about midfield. And I believe they'll call foul Caffrey there on that one. She got a little bit tangled up there with the Boyertown player. There's a boot downfield. Colonials will get the benefit of the doubt on that one. Now Cooper along that sideline. And Colonials now. Throw opportunities, players for a sec. Cooper gets it in. Down towards Caffrey. Caffrey trying to chase someone down. She does. Fresh legs back on the field. In the box. Both players go down, so tripped up. And I think Colonial might have another opportunity down here at Boyertown side of things. Good. Caffrey obviously showing that second win she had as she's able to catch a wrester on the sideline that she's recently just subbed in within the past minute. We will have a Colonial corner here by Shula. So I look for Caffrey to be involved in this one. She's already making her presence felt early in this sub, and that will go behind the net. That one just hooked a little bit too much there. Could have arced back down a little bit more. That could have maybe been something there for the Colonials. There's clear midfield. Schreiber trying to chase that one down. As now Boyertown has another opportunity. And that'll be off the Colonials. That'll be off Flanagan. I believe her name is Goffis at 23. Ball rolling along the sideline. I believe that will be another Boyertown throw-in. Yes, 23, that is Samantha Goffis for Boyertown. Number 8 right now, that is Emily Elwell. Close, try to just clear that out. I believe that will be off. Wow! Fantastic effort made there by Boyertown to keep it alive along the line. The Colonials are just trying to clear that ball out. As they do, Caffrey now trying to just get that ball away from 29 of Boyertown. She does, she gets it towards Kay. Kay now trying to get a nice pass down along the sideline towards Lozinski. Lozinski now trying to chase what does. She has an opportunity here right in the box. And that'll be off of Boyertown for a Colonial corner. Let me see who's set up here in that box for Colonials. I believe you have Matthews, Caffrey, and Lozinski. Goes up, and that'll be caught. Jump ball there for Gallagher. So we're now at the 8:59 mark of this second half here. Now that ball rolling down the zone. Close trying to get it out. Kept alive alongside, and then just a little bit too much momentum there for the senior Matthews. There's the throw for the Bears. Bears now working downfield. And Colonial will have another chance at a clearage here. Well, I'm sorry, that will be a corner here for the Bears. We'll see here what the Bears will do. Right there in the center towards clear player. It goes up and hits the back of the net. From the angle I was at, I thought it scored, and my stomach sank a little bit there. Shriver down at midfield, again gobbled up by a Boyertown players. Now 18's working down the sideline of the Colonials. There's Shula, and that'll be off of her for a throw for the Bears. There's a header that rolls towards Schreiber. Schreiber now gets it up, and that'll be off her again. Here's the throw for Boyertown. Rolling. And Colonials just desperately trying to get that ball out of the zone. And I believe they might call a handball there, folks. I don't think she intentionally hit that ball with her hand. I think the ball just happened to fly up and hit her right in that spot that just so happened to be where her hand was at. Skiles here. Looking to try to stop this penalty kick here. Boyertown player gets ready. She shoots, and she scores. A laser. I think put Timmy Howard of the USA men's team a couple years ago, and I don't even think he could stop that. Just an absolute cannon off of that foot there for that shot. Very hard to stop there. Now Boyertown extends their lead to 5-1. We're now at the 6.5 minute mark here of the second half. There's clear by Shula. You see these Colonial girls still running. You have to love that. You know, these seniors playing their hearts out here as this might be some of their last moments on the field. Now the Colonials asking for a call there. It's getting a little physical. And Max thought she had a throw in, but actually will be a kick. For Colonials here, you want to score a goal. Got on a positive note. I mean, they have just been playing their absolute hearts out this game. You know, this would be a really nice note to end on, scoring a late goal here. There's a clear, wow! What a shot by Shula. She got a perfect hook on it, just a little too high, but I mean, that, if that was maybe half a foot lower, that would have been a goal. Easy, right in that top corner there of the Boyertown net. Clear it down. Also trying to stop it at midfield. There's Matthews. There's Branscombe making a play on it. It goes towards Schreiber. Schreiber now getting it towards Max. I'd say this game you almost could call her Mad Max. She's all over that field, flying and running quickly. And there's a nice pass by Branscombe that rolls off the foot of a Boyertown player. And the goalie is able to stop that. And that will roll out bounds for another Colonial throw-in. There's a throw for Lozinski. Goes behind Gunaratna. Now flies down the other side. Flanagan's trying to stop it. Yeah, that will be stopped. Now Flanagan going upfield. Looks for the pass in the middle there for Branscombe. She gets to Shula. Shula out the pass to McNew. There's Matthews right along the side. Here's Matthews now. She gets a pass. She stumbles up a little bit there to Cooper. Cooper gets to Branscombe. Cooper now along the side. She gets a nice pass there to Gunaratna, who gives it to Lozinski. Lozinski will get a shot. That rolls off the foot of a Boyertown defender. And that will go out of bounds. Colonials will have another opportunity here. The 3:55 mark. There's another throw for Lozinski. That goes up towards Branscombe. Lozinski basically got to herself there as it deflected and then went right back to her. Well, we'll get the call there. Now Shula looking to make some nice final plays here as a senior. Man, it just feels weird saying that. You get so fond of these girls and rolling down towards the end of amazing careers here at PW on this women's soccer team. It's kicked there by Shula. Yeah, just a little bit too much on it. This girl's still playing hard, despite the score and despite the time. I thought it was funny, actually. So before doing the interview with Sophia, we were talking, and she said that these girls, regardless of this game, they're so proud of the season that they've had, the effort they've put in, how hard they've worked. Some of these amazing games they were able to get. And some of them actually said that they weren't even expecting to win the Sourton game. They did, and it almost kind of ruined their plans for the Thursday night. Colonials with the ball rolling down there. And that would go against Matthews there. But as I was saying, these girls really, they were building off as much as they could get here in this season. Even making the playoffs is such an accomplishment. Being able to make it past that first round and handedly beat, former state champion Sourton, an amazing year by the Colonials. Looking into the future, we do lose a couple key seniors. So you're losing Branscombe, Shula, Matthews, Barrist. Trying to think of who else I have it covered here. And Matthews, Branscombe, Shula, Barrist, and Shannon Friday. But when you look at a lot of this lineup, it's a lot of juniors and sophomores. So next year, we'll be able to have a lot of the same returning lineup. The future is still bright on this Colonials team. Obviously, there's a lot of key pieces will be moving up. You obviously have some JV players who might get their card pulled and be able to move up. Some sophomores that are juniors. So this Colonials team has nothing but pride here. They're playing a team, again, that's ranked 10th in the state versus a squad that only lost one game. And again, the Colonials were a close overtime finish versus Hatboro Horsham away from actually winning the SOL American. So this season, really one of their best in recent memories. The only other team you could say was even close to this was that 2014 squad that obviously won the first playoff game, and then this squad which won the second one. As we're now rolling down to about a minute left in this one. We'll see if the Colonials can kind of get one final nice play here as Matthews is trying to chase it down along the sideline. She gets a pass. I believe that might have been off her foot. Boyertown will get the call. Looking ahead here, tomorrow we have girls field hockey as there's a game at 3:30 on Victory Field 1. As they're in the third round of their playoffs, looking to win in the third round for the first time in their history. And then we are also looking at football on Friday at the Pink Out game for guys senior night. So they're getting towards the end of their season, and there's another one that will be stopped by Gallagher. Gallagher, an absolutely amazing game here. She has made so many crucial saves that have really helped her team be able to pull away with this one. And as we're getting away towards the final seconds, Boyertown will take it. Now you will see a 5-1 score, folks, but this is a win in the Colonials book. A truly amazing year, something that they shouldn't hang their heads upon. They just played a team that was truly phenomenal here. I believe they will make a deep run in their respected tournament, or in the rest of this respected tournament. And again, nothing but a bright future here on this soccer program that is only getting better as time moves on. I'm Jason White of CITV, and it has been an absolute pleasure to call these girls this season. That will be all. Thank you.